During a surprise inspection, the drill master burst into the barracks and discovered some bread hidden in Vincent's locker. Enraged, he immediately instituted a new rule. From then on, every time Vincent made a mistake, the entire unit would suffer the consequences. He then stuffed the bread into Vincent's mouth and ordered all the other soldiers to get down on the ground and do push-ups. Angry at being punished for someone else's mistake, the soldiers took it out on Vincent. They wrapped a hard bar of soap in a towel and tied it tightly, transforming it into a brutal weapon. This weapon wouldn't leave any visible marks, but it was incredibly painful. Late that night, the soldiers charged Vincent's bed, held him down with blankets, gagged him, and beat him mercilessly with their homemade weapons. Vincent's screams echoed throughout the barracks. Each of his roommates took turns beating him. David, Vincent's only friend, joined in after a moment's hesitation. Buoyed by his friend's encouragement, he beat Vincent harder than the others. That night, Vincent's cries could be heard until dawn. From that day on, Vincent's cheerful, smiling self vanished. What emerged was a cold, angry, and revenge-hungry man. He became determined to prove himself and shock everyone. In the following days, he trained tenfold harder. His movements became sharp and precise. He shot accurately and handled his weapon like a pro. Susan was shocked. He had always considered Vincent a joke, someone weak, clumsy, and useless. Vincent had never even made it past the second hurdle. He couldn't do a single pull-up. He was afraid of heights, unable to complete the basic run, and often mixed up between left and right during weapons training. Susan was so frustrated that he nearly coughed up blood, and often slapped Vincent mercilessly in front of others. But since that night of the beating, Vincent's behavior began to become strange. When cleaning his gun, he often camped out alone. One night, while David was on guard duty, he heard a noise coming from the bathroom. When he pushed open the door, he was shocked to see Vincent sitting on the toilet, loading bullets into his gun with a creepy smile on his face. David immediately went to him, begging him to stop before they all got punished again. Vincent immediately stood up, began shouting drill commands, and marched loudly. His voice echoed throughout the barracks, drawing everyone's attention, including the sergeant's. As usual, the sergeant entered cursing, but David quickly informed him that Vincent's rifle was loaded. The sergeant's expression changed drastically. He tried to calm Vincent down, speaking softly and carefully, but Vincent didn't even look at him, leaving the sergeant feeling humiliated. Angry, he returned to his usual rude behavior, insulting Vincent in front of everyone, but this time Vincent didn't say a word. He only handed the sergeant one bullet. Everyone fell silent in shock. David tried to persuade him, but Vincent suddenly pointed his gun at him, but in the end, he couldn't bring himself to hurt his friend. Instead, he sat back down on the toilet and slowly inserted the barrel of the gun into his mouth.